Now the moment we've all been waiting for.
I am Nate Riggle, and you are listening to The Way of the Bonfire. All right, I just have a quick top-of-mind thing that came to me as I opened my eyes this morning to start the week. And I'm pretty pumped up about it, so it's going to be a quick episode, but let's just dive in here. I'm going to be just kind of shooting from the hip, so excuse if I'm all over the place, but there's this show that my wife and I watched about battles and power, from medieval or whatever it is times. There's a lot of them out there. And one of the first pieces of advice that the hero of the story gives to the people and the king in charge is he scouts out what's happening and says, we must march out to meet the enemy on the road. If we are to beat them, we cannot allow them to come all the way into our strongholds. We must attack now before they can reach us. And metaphorically, we too often forget that this is what we must do each day of our lives. We must not let whatever is coming out our way set the course of events. We have to march out to meet it with our own inspired intention. So whatever it is that we can kind of see coming, whether that be other people's agendas or, our own bad habits that we are kind of dreading and expecting to happen and disappointing ourselves over and over again and staying stuck in a loop of whatever sort it is. Or just letting distraction take hold of us. Perhaps the reason that we haven't been able to beat it yet is because we're letting it come to us and get into our strongholds instead of marching out to meet it. And whatever that means to you, I hope you go do it today. Go get them. Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of the podcast. Every single time I do this, I get a little more fired up and my bonfire grows a little bit more. If you're feeling the same way and like you got value out of this, would you do me a favor and go onto the show page in your Spotify or Apple Podcast or wherever you're listening to this and leave a rating and click follow. That way you never miss another episode of the show, and it helps me immensely to keep the momentum and keep bringing the good stuff for you. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks.